Well, the weather turned out a lot better today in Cornwall. The sun is still shining, which is good news. I just wanted to talk about viewings and the viewers themselves. I always make sure I allow my viewers plenty of time. There's nothing worse than being rushed around a property, especially if an agent's got back-to-back viewings and you get like a 15 or 20 minute slot, etc. There's nothing worse than that. You feel rushed, you can't really take your time, you can't really discuss it. It is a property, remember, that we're looking at, probably your biggest asset and the biggest outlet you're ever going to have in your life. And you can never judge anybody. So you can treat everybody the same, because that one buyer might be the buyer that you think's not at the start. So I allow all my viewers at least, depending on the size of the property, half an hour to an hour per viewing. And I don't rush them. It doesn't matter what time of the day, weekend, Sunday, evenings, it's not a problem. But do allow them plenty of time. I'm one of these people that looks at a menu in a restaurant. As soon as I see the item that I like, I'll choose it. I might not even look at the rest of the menu. I know it's bonkers, but I just go, well, I like that. Yeah, brilliant. Don't need to look at anything else. And then I've got friends who I class as faffers. So they'll look through the menu. They'll look through the menu again. Then they'll go back. Not sure. Then they'll ask the waiter what type of vegetables in there. Then they'll go back, and they take a bit more time, right? So you get my gist of what I'm trying to say. So allow them plenty of time. I always walk them round and then let them go off on their own and just take their time. It's a brilliant opportunity also to draw as much information from them as possible, what their motivations are, what makes them tick. So then you can discuss the property in a little bit more detail, and obviously lean towards exactly what they're wanting from the property. So take your time with the viewers. I always arrive at the property at least a half an hour before, and I do a once around. Because that's the other thing. Sometimes you get to a property and I just can't do it. I could not get to a property late and have viewers waiting for me. It's not a good look. I don't think it's professional. I think you should do a once around, make sure everything's as it should be. Most of the vendors are great, but I found recently you might get a property, they've got animals in the garden, and unfortunately they've not picked up after the animals. So I'm going around just making sure everything's looking good, because there's nothing worse. But just take your time. There's no rush. Enjoy your day.